What's good, YouTube? Happy Wednesday. Hope y'all having a great day today. But I was today's topic is gonna be and fellas, I see this a lot going on, and I just want to talk about it. So today's topic is gonna be straight up with your intentions when it comes to women. So I was watching this skit on Facebook yesterday. Um, I forgot the name of the judge. She's a woman. Um, I don't think she's really popular like Judge Lynn and all the other female judges. I don't know her name verbatim, but I was watching a skit on Facebook yesterday on Facebook Reels, and okay, it was this guy and it was this female. They worked together. He was the boss. She was the worker. He was an editor for the company, and she was a blogger. So I guess they establish a good friendship, and they were um, going out for happy hour. Having drinks and shit. You know what I'm saying, and just building a bond, building a friendly chemistry, as she said. But I guess the more time they spent together, what I'm saying, he started to develop feelings for this woman. And basically, in her mind, she was just being nice. And when she was talking to the judge, she made it seem like it was a platonic friendship. But in his mind, it wasn't. It felt like they were building a bond. So he took her to court because I guess they supposedly went on a cruise. And well, okay, let me rewind this real quick. So um, his mother passed away because originally him and his mom was supposed to go on a cruise. It was supposed to be him and her for her birthday, but she ended up passing away. So I guess after they had the funeral and everything, he was feeling vulnerable, and I guess they were talking or whatever. She was extending her condolences, sending them all kind of heart and love emojis and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. He in a vulnerable stage. You know what I'm saying? His mind is everywhere. And she was like, well, I'll be your plus one. So they end up going on a cruise. And, I guess her tickets was like her flight tickets was like $400, and the flute the cruise, the money for the cruise, it was like 1,200 or something like that. So when they went on the cruise, I guess she was being distant with him and all that instead of like consoling him or whatever. She was being real distant with him. I guess they was like with a bunch of friends on top of that, and what he did was after the second day, well, this was the first day. The first day he was like being real distant with her, which was I felt that was kind of shisty. She should have spent a little time with him, consoling him, whatever the case may be. But the second day, and this is a big coincidence, and I don't know if she was talking to her ex, but her ex, the second day they were on there, her ex ended up being on the same damn ship, which is weird. So instead of her spending time with him, I mean, with the guy that invited her on the cruise, she was hanging with the ex boyfriend and like just pretending like he wasn't there. So what he did was the guy that invited her on the cruise, he ended up leaving after the same day. I mean, the second day. He packed this stuff up and left the room, and he ended up going back to Miami and back to Houston. And this cruise was like 5 days, and he was only there too. But yeah, I'm like, damn, that's fucked up, man. Like you invite a woman on a cruise and she not even paying you no attention. She ain't consoling you, and like just nothing is happening. So he ended up taking her to court. to try to sue her for the $1,600. Now she did cash app him the $400 back for the plane tickets, but he took her to court to sue her for the $1,200 for the cruise, which, it didn't make no sense. I understand where he was coming from, but at the same token, man, if you like a woman and you have feelings for a woman, you have to be straight up with your intentions. Like, you know what I'm saying? If your end goal was to smash, like, you need to be straight up with your intentions. Just like, I don't understand. Well, we'll say that for another video. Matter of fact, I'll do a video on that tomorrow about, like flying a woman out and all that shit. So I'll do a video about that tomorrow. We'll touch base on that tomorrow. But what I'm saying is, you have to be straight up with your intentions. Like, if you knew you had feelings for this woman, if you wanted more from this woman, you should have told her that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't express your feelings about her. You didn't tell her that you wanted to be with her. So she assumed, like, shit, we just cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, shit, same thing with me. If a woman is starting to develop feelings for me and she's not communicating and shit, I'm just gonna assume, shit, we just having fun, and that's that. But you have to be straight up with your intentions. You can't assume a person feel the same way you feel, because I could feel one way and she could feel another way, or she could feel another way and I could feel another way. So you have to communicate. You know what I'm saying? And that's where he screwed himself. So the judge ended up ruling in her favor. He was like, you basically just made a decision based on feelings and how you felt. I understand you was in a vulnerable stage. Your mother just passed away, but you was in a vulnerable stage. Your mind was all over the place. You wasn't in your right state of mind. So you need to communicate, you know, because if everybody is not on the same page, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be, you're gonna feel like a person, which I felt she was kind of sending him mixed signals, and she probably just wanted to go on a free trip courtesy of him. She took advantage of his vulnerability, but that was his fault. He should have communicated what he wanted out of her. Just like, you know what I'm saying, if you want a relationship, tell her that you want a relationship. If you wanted to be more than friends, you should have communicated that with her, because that would have eliminated a whole lot of headache. But see, a lot of people don't communicate. They make assumptions, and then when they don't get the results they're looking for, you know what I'm saying, they want to spaz out, they want to try to sue you, they want to try to sabotage you and all that shit. And I'm like, no, communicate what you want, and whatever, whatever decision they decide they want to do, either you going to stay or you go. You know what I'm saying? Always communicate. Hey, if I want a relationship, you know what I'm saying? I want a relationship. If I just want to smash, I just want to smash. But you have to communicate that. You have to, if as a man, you have to set the tone for that situation. Like, some women are okay with just being smashed. Some women are okay with, if she feeling you, she want to be in a relationship. But obviously she wasn't feeling this man like that. She wasn't feeling him like that. Cause, man, when a woman is feeling you, guess what? She gonna show you. I mean, that's just a woman natural instinct. But when a woman don't like you, yeah, she gonna treat you like a platonic, like it's a platonic friendship. Like, she gonna friend zone you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, she gonna let that shit be known. But that's all I wanted to talk about, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And fellas, let this be a lesson to you, man, because when you don't be straight up with your intentions, you're hurting your own feelings. So that's all I want to touch base on with you guys today. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll make a video tomorrow about, far as flying a woman out. So we'll touch base on that tomorrow. But I'll get up with you guys later.